welcome back to another episode of Joy with Intention, the podcast. I'm so glad you're here. If you're new here, hello. I'm your host, Joy. And if you're welcome back, well, welcome back. I should have said if you're coming back, but that's okay. That's okay. So yeah, I have not really been on the show for quite a while, and I do apologize for that. I've just gone into my last year of college and it's gotten very intense. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I've been a bit burnt out. I've been quite tired, and I honestly, I feel like because I love doing the podcast so much, like I absolutely love it, but I don't know, it just gets so hard to manage, and sometimes I'm just like, oh, I don't even want to think about it because on top of school and everything, it just seems like another giant that I can't face right now. But I really do miss it, and I really do love speaking with you guys and connecting with you guys and just being able to talk to you guys on this podcast, which is literally just a weekly brain dump from me. So, yeah. It's just a brain dump with a bit of positivity and lots of honesty. So yeah, I I think honestly the next few episodes that'll be coming out are just going to be pretty much random topics. I mean, I've not really got anything planned out really, cuz obviously, like, even life is never that set in stone. Life is never that certain, you'll think you'll have some things planned, and then something else has come on. Maybe you're like, okay, maybe this is actually what I'm being called to do. This is a step that I'm being called to take, or this is the thing that I'm being called to act upon or talk about, you know what I mean? So yeah. But I was just thinking recently, I mean, this is literally just gonna be a bit of a pure brain dump, but I think I wanted to kind of name this episode like "There's always a blessing in your season." Um, it just came like a completely random thought, but so for those who don't know, my parents are immigrants. They moved from Kenya to the UK, England, where in like 2000 or the something like that. They moved over here in the year 2000. Had me and my brother in '07, and then my younger sister in 16. And then so yeah, I'm the daughter of two immigrant parents. So yeah, I remember I was like speaking with my mom, and then I realized, like, out of all my cousins on her side, my family, we're the only ones who have been able to grow up and live abroad and stuff, and we've been able to grow up in a country where education is free, healthcare is free. Yeah, there's so many things that are not always going to be the best. I mean, we could do a whole take on this country, you know what I mean? Like, it's not perfect in any way, shape, or manner. But as today's title does say, there's always a blessing in your situation. I would say, yeah, I have grown up in quite a privileged situation because I can at least make a name for myself. I can at least make a really good life for myself and for the people around me and for my wider community. That's a blessing that I've been given. So even though I may struggle with so many other things in my own life, and I may be going through so many things, I think that's a blessing that I'll always hold on to. And when I remember that, I just have to thank God for it. Because especially, like, there's some blessings you never deserve. Most of the blessings that we get, we don't deserve, you know what I mean? Like, because even, like, how is it that I get to have a a roof over my head, a warm bed, nice hot food every single night? I get clean clothes, and there's people halfway across the world that are literally, they don't even know if they're actually going to wake up alive the next morning. You know what I mean? There's people who literally, they can't, they're sacrificing their own meal so their children can eat. And sometimes I think, I'm so blessed, and whether I deserve to have that blessing or not, I don't think that really matters. It's what I choose to do with that blessing. It's whether I choose to actually recognize it and work hard so that with the success that I get, I can use that to impact other people and their lives. I think because even I remember I was speaking with one of my friends quite a few weeks ago, and he was saying like, we're so quick to complain about bad health and sickness and all these kinds of tiny inconveniences, or maybe even big inconveniences that happen in life, but we're so slow to actually thank God, or whatever you believe in, actually practice gratitude for all of the small blessings. There's always small blessings in every single day. There's tiny pockets of little blessings. There's tiny little miracles every single day, everywhere you look. And sometimes they're not even in your life itself. You can see them in other people's lives. So like, especially maybe I've been waiting for a certain breakthrough and I have not been seeing it. But then I see someone else has gotten that, and I'm like, you know what? They've got that. Someone else is being able to experience that joy. So I have two things I can do. I can either sit here and just completely complain about it and feel sulky about it and just absolutely wallow and have a little pity party by myself about it, or I can choose to change my perspective on it, and I can actually still experience joy with that person and be grateful for what's happened in their life. And obviously, I'm not saying, completely neglect yourself. And I'm not saying if you feel a certain type of way, don't. Of course, you're validated to feel that way. But I feel like there's a difference between feeling things and letting them pass over, and then feeling things and then internalizing them, feeling things and just letting them come over like a cloud. Like, you just accept those feelings for what they are and accept those situations for what they are. Let them happen and let them move on. You know what I mean? That's part of the human experience. Feeling all kinds of emotions is natural, and that's all part of the human experience. But then it's also another thing to internalize it and then want to stay in like that little victim mentality and just completely wallow in that over and over and over again. There's a very big difference, and I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty much victim to that for most of my life. But I remember I was listening to Lexi Hidalgo's podcast, the Moments podcast, and I don't even remember what episode it was, but she was talking about this story, if I can vaguely remember. Um, but she was basically talking about the story of a woman and her son has passed away and it's his funeral. And, loads of people are coming up to her and saying, "Oh yeah, I'm so sorry for your loss." And the default would be you expect it to be really heartbroken and sad and, just really, really broken, you know what I mean? Obviously, she is heartbroken, but she chose her perspective. She didn't she instead of feeling sorry for the memories that she missed out on making in the future, she was so thankful for the person he already was, and that she got to know him, she got to raise him, for the memories she was already able to make with him as he was alive, for those memories that she's also made with him in her own life that she will carry with her forever, the lessons that she learned with him that were so invaluable. And I feel like just hearing stories like that, whether they're true or not, they're just so inspiring and they just really challenge you, because it's like, if someone can go through so much grief and so much pain, but even they can still choose their perspective and still choose to find the joy in their circumstances, then why can't I? No matter what I'm going through. And even then, I can still find a way to put joy in other people's circumstances, because that's also part of the human experiences. We're supposed to look after each other, because I know you come into this life alone, but we do not live in this life alone. I mean, what does it hurt to put a bit more of joy and happiness and love and kindness into someone else's life? It doesn't. What does it hurt you? Maybe Talking about girlhood. You see that girl in the street, smile at her. You want to compliment her outfit. Have the courage to go and compliment her outfit. Those kinds of those kinds of compliments. You think about them. I don't know about anyone else, but I know I think about them for a while. You know what I mean? Like, if someone comes and compliments me on my outfit, you best believe I'm gonna have a different type of pep in my step as I'm going home. You best believe. you know or someone says, "Oh yeah, your hair looks good," or whatever, or someone compliments your personality, whatever. Like, I don't know, just compliments, like, I don't know, or even just you can see that someone needs that little extra support or that little extra boost, or in any other way. Maybe you don't even want them. It can even be anonymous, but I think even just having the heart for it, having the heart to put joy not only in our own lives but also impact other people's lives, I think that's so beautiful, and that's all part of the human experience. And yeah, so caring for other people and practicing more gratitude. Yeah, basically what I was going back to before, like, we complain for such little things, and then I think especially when, because obviously social media is such a thing in this day and age, and so we often see other people living the lives that maybe we wish we had, that we aspire to. And then we start to see other people are having this life, and we're like, wait, I want that you know but I've been seeing so many TikToks recently that it's like, it's not normal to be buying luxury goods every single week. It's not normal to be flying first class into some kind of country every other month. It's not normal to be having a 200k apartment when you're like 21. Like, all these kinds of things, because obviously we do live in the age of influencers and stuff. And no hate to influencers, they're on their grind, you know what I mean? But reality is, they're the ones who do dominate the internet, and they're the ones that we choose to follow. We choose to subscribe to their content and what they have to put out there and what they have to say. And we kind of idealize them as people, and we idealize their situations, and we're so invested in their lives and what they do, and we put so much effort into their lives that we even forget about ours, and we forget to pour that same effort into the people around us, the people that we love, the people that we care for. We forget to put that into our studies, into our work, into volunteering, into our fitness, into our mental health. you know so we kind of hold this weird idealized version of life in our own minds, and then we start to see what other people have, and now we want that. Now we've just completely forgotten all of the little blessings that we have in our life already. Maybe they even might be big blessings, because I remember my mom always used to say mankind was so funny. People with straight hair want curly hair, people who have curly hair want straight hair, people who are tall want to be short, people who are short want to be tall, people who are big want to be slimmer, people who are slimmer want to be bigger. We're just never satisfied. And I feel like that's such a key, like, human concept. Like, we're just never satisfied. So I think it's so key to actually bring yourself back and realize, hey, this is my life. And I think it's pretty okay just the way it is. Obviously, you don't have to stay in your situation. I always say, you know, it's your choice. Let me even go find it, because I put it on my Instagram. I remember I put like a little reel, and I basically said, if I can go find it, I basically said, gentle reminder, it's about time you stopped complaining about that situation and started learning how you can grow from it, or learning how you can change it. I'll leave the choice with you. And that's literally it. Like, obviously you can change that situation if you want to, or sometimes that situation is not supposed to change. That situation is supposed to change you. It's supposed to teach you a certain lesson. It's supposed to build you into the character that you were meant to be. It's supposed to be a certain type of character building experience. Maybe it's supposed to lead you into that place where you're supposed to meet that person who was gonna be one of your closest friends for the rest of your life. You never know. You never know. And I think also, especially if you're a Christian, like relying on God for that kind of things, you never know why he's taking you through certain situations. It's only trusting in him that will get you by. So yeah, you guys, there's always a blessing in your situation, and there's always something there. Maybe you just have to look a bit harder, but practicing gratitude every single day, you know, what makes you excited? What's that kind of thing that, what makes you smile, Today I saw a family, um and it was just really cute, and it made me smile, and I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful because I remember it was two girls. I remember because I was with my mum, and she was picking up my little sister from school, and I saw there were these two girls, primary school, and they were like holding hands together. I think they're sisters, and they were holding hands, and they were just skipping together and stuff. And then you had the mum and the dad, and then the grandma, and it was just it was just so sweet to look at. And I just said, you know what, God, I'm grateful for that. I really like that. That really made me stop what I was doing, and I just watched them. I was like, that's so sweet. Like that's just generally so cute. Like, I'm really grateful for the gift of family that they have, even though obviously it's never perfect and nothing is ever as it seems. But I'm still grateful for that, you know what I mean? So yeah, I think gratitude can go a really long way. And especially it does impact your brain and your mental health. And I don't know if you guys have seen those quotes, but I always see those quotes where it's like you know your yeah, like basically along the lines of like, you live in your mind. Your mind is where you are basically all of the time. 80% of your thoughts of what is in your mind are basically your thoughts. You know what I mean? So why not make it a nice place to be? Why not make it a kind place to reside in? That's where you are, literally 24/7. From the day you're born to the day you die. So it's something I'm learning too. I'm not Miss Know It All. I'm literally on this show, on this podcast, literally just voicing everything that I'm learning, and I'm trying to implement into my own life. You know what I mean? You know, I'm on a journey to trying to live a life of more joy with intention, and I'm just literally sharing this journey with you guys, all of its ups and its downs, and it's got a lot of ups and downs. I won't lie to you guys. It's got a lot of ups and downs. But I think that's the beauty of it as well. Just embracing all of those ups and downs, because there's always something to be grateful for, and there's always something to learn, and there's always something to gain, and there's always something that you can also pass on to other people. So yeah, I'm not an expert, I'm not a genius, of course I'm not. I've not got anything figured out at all, but I'm honest, and I think a lot of us are honest, and most of us, we just want to be around people that are like, because life is not easy. We're all doing life together for the first time. We all are. So sometimes I feel like we can be so hard on ourselves. But you have to realize you're doing life for the first time too, and you're gonna make mistakes, and you're gonna have a lot of what's it called? Something ups. Mess ups, that's what it is. Mess ups. And you're gonna fall over sometimes and trip over sometimes. But it's all up to you whether you decide to pick yourself up and carry on again, or whether you decide to just stay there and just wallow down there forever. It's your choice. The all of it is in your hands. It's in your hands. So I'm gonna ask you, what are you gonna choose? What are you gonna choose? I'm not gonna lie. School has been kicking my butt. It's like second week into year 13, and I'm already thinking, oh no, I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can do it, darling. I don't think I can. I was about to throw in the towel in. I was like, for those who don't know, I'm doing A-level history, English, lit, and wait, what am I doing? Yes, guys, so bad. I'm doing A-level history, A-level English literature, and A-level Spanish, and it is rough. It is rough, guys. It is rough. But once I'm busy celebrating, come June, once I sit my final exam, woo, we finna have a party up in here, y'all. We finna have a whole party. So yeah, even then, even though it's hard, I'm still reminding myself, getting to study and getting to learn is such a privilege. And even though it's hard, I'm being able to get qualifications that so many other people across the world can't get, and they would love to. So, and I get to go to school for free. That's crazy. That's crazy. My parents don't have to worry about school fees. They don't. Like, I'm so blessed. Like, oh yeah, guys, I'm just having like a whole euphoric moment right now. I really am. Um, but yeah, I think I just wanted this to be a quick "Hey you guys" episode, and just to catch up with you guys again. But yeah, I'm really really grateful for you guys. Honestly, I'm really grateful, and I just honestly want to challenge you guys. What blessing is in your situation today? Are you going through a bit of a tough season? That's okay. You are validated to feel the way you are, but again, your perspective does matter, and what you choose to do with that situation and within that situation does matter too. So I'm gonna leave that with you guys today. Yeah. This episode 8, okay. So I'm gonna just remind you guys that if you did enjoy this episode, you can leave a comment down below. I will respond. I love responding to you guys. Let me know what you got from this episode, what things have been on your mind. Just throw anything down there. Make sure to give the show a rate and a review on whatever platform you're listening on, especially if you're listening on Apple Podcast. It really does help to get the show out there if you do give a rate and review. So yeah, that would be greatly appreciated, and give like a like and comment and subscribe whatever platform you're listening on. And yeah, I'm so grateful for you guys. Honestly, I'm so grateful that I'm able to even host this podcast and bring it out there. So yeah, thank you so much if you've listened all the way to the end. I really do hope that you have a wonderful day, evening, afternoon, whatever time that you're listening. And what joy can you bring into someone else's life today? Or what happiness or what little ounce of care and kindness can you put in someone else's life? Let's be thoughtful, guys. Let's be thoughtful. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna sign out now. I'll talk to you guys soon. I hope. You never know. Okay, bye guys.